been a long time since I've done this. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Diana. I know it has been, oh my gosh, 6 months, half a year since I have uploaded a video. I do apologize if it has caused any frustration to some of you. That's definitely not something that I intended for. But over the years and being on YouTube since I was 19, I've learned what to share and when to share it. I went through a lot of drama in the past with an ex-boyfriend of mine and his mother because I was sharing too much on the internet. So I'm really trying hard now to protect myself, basically. This was a little different, I guess. I promised myself that I didn't want to make a video on YouTube until I healed fully, because I didn't want to sit in front of a camera and cry to you guys for 15 minutes when off camera that's all I was doing. I was just crying so much, like 3 months in a row, you know, and I just felt like that wasn't the content that I wanted to post up. Even though I do want to be relatable and share my life and be honest with you guys, sometimes it can be a little bit too much. So hopefully you can understand that at least. But I did promise myself that I didn't want to cry on camera or anything, so I decided to post an explanation of where I've been once I fully healed, just like I said. And now I feel like I'm in that point. I mean, obviously there are some points that I will talk about in this video that I haven't gotten over and will never get over, but there are other parts that I have taken as learning tools and like material to just make me grow as a human being and become a better person, if that makes sense. I mean, of course that makes sense. I feel like everybody can agree that as we grow up, we mature and we handle things differently. So I don't know. I guess I'll just get started with telling you basically how last year went and why I stopped filming for 6 months. So the beginning of 2019 was very enjoyable for me. I was very happy. I was in a relationship with a guy that I honestly thought I would be with for a really long time. But unfortunately, we would just clash a lot. And it was mainly when your girl would get drunk. I mean, at least now I can laugh about it, right? I noticed this is a person that I want to be with, but when I drink, I turn into a person that he doesn't want to be with. So I decided to stop drinking fully. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you guys know I did do a little 100 days of sobriety thing, and that was the reason. No, there was 2 reasons. One was to better my relationship with him, and one was to better myself as a person. And I think it definitely helped. So if you guys are thinking about taking an alcohol break or being sober for a little bit, I definitely recommend it. There's also a book you could read called Sober Curious that my sister gave me. I'll link it down below on Amazon if you guys want. In my personal opinion, he'll probably disagree with me, but in my personal opinion, I believe that it did good. I think that for a while, maybe a week or 2, me and him did get better. I did stop drinking even though he continued to. And then my grandma got sicker. For the past few years, for a long time, my grandma had dementia. And it was very difficult to kind of explain the emotions I was going through because, you know, my family is in the Philippines. Most of my family on my mom's side is in the Philippines. So distance made it difficult for us to have a really, really close relationship. But when I was younger, my grandma, she was actually the one that discovered my cancer in a way. She took a photo of me and saw this silver like sheen in my eye when they developed the photos and told my mom to take me to the hospital. You know, she helped my mom take care of us when we were growing up in middle school. I have great memories of her when I was younger, but unfortunately, after that, it was very difficult to have a relationship with her. Although I loved her so much, you know, nothing will ever take that away from me, at least. She was my grandma, she was my nanay. Oh no, I didn't want to cry. So my grandma did get sicker, and unfortunately she passed away in June. And my mom went back to the Philippines for the funeral, but of course I didn't have a job. And I started to feel really, I started to be really hard on myself because I had this dream of being a YouTuber, and you know, I thought that I would be further than I was at that moment. But of course, obviously it's my inconsistency and stuff. It's me that like, I'm the reason why I haven't gone far on YouTube, you know, I already know that. But I also didn't have a full-time job. I wasn't making money regularly, still living at home with my mom, and I felt like I wasn't making my grandma proud, you know. I wish I did more before she passed away, so there was something that she could just like look back on and, you know. But anyway, that's beside the point. It was a very difficult time for me after my grandma passed away, and I needed a certain type of support system that I didn't get. And I ended up getting broken up with about 3 weeks after she passed away. And I'm not gonna say that this guy is a bad guy or anything, you know. I think that there was just a lot of pressure on him because I was a lot, but also I was grieving, you know. So I wish that there was a little bit more of patience given, but you know, what can you do? So I lost my grandma, my boyfriend, and my best friend in the span of 3 weeks. And it was very, very hard for me to process. So I got very, very depressed. It was really sad. I lost so much weight. It's basically kind of what happened the last time I got into a breakup, you know, with my ex that I showed on YouTube. You guys remember how skinny I was? I don't know if you do, but I gained like 107 pounds when I normally weigh like 127. And then when I was in that relationship, because you know, you get comfortable and you eat too much, I was like 137. So I think I lost about 20 to 30 pounds. But going through that, it really pushed me to work harder. You know, I thought to myself, like, what the F, Diana? Like, do you know how much you have to offer this world? Do you know how much you have to give? And death happens, but for you to be this upset about a breakup, you know, no. Like, you need to get up, dust your shoulders off, and just keep going, because that's what strong goddesses do. And it was hard, you know, in the beginning. It's always a fake it till you make it kind of thing. So I had to drag myself out of bed, and I had to like hang out with people and be sad on the inside, wanting to talk about everything, but trying to pretend like nothing happened. And I don't know, it was difficult, but I had such great support systems. My sister, my mom, Barbara, my best friend. If you're watching this, I don't know if you watch my videos, but you know, there were people that were there for me that I really appreciate. And they also were kind of like a kick in my butt, like, use this, Diana, use this to have a great rest of your year and a great beginning of 2020. So I did. That's what I did. I legit just went on LinkedIn, tried to find a job, and I did. I work with an amazing company with amazing people now, and it has literally got me off of my ass to just like try harder, work harder, like make my grandma proud, you know? I don't know if she'll be really proud though, because I work in the cannabis industry. I feel like if she was around and I explained to her what cannabis is doing for people who do get sick when they're older, then maybe she would be proud, you know. But whew, none of that. Stop that, Diana. Okay, so other than that, I have removed a couple of friends that just didn't serve me anymore. I have been more of a homebody, you know, but I am making money. I am contributing. I am finding an apartment at the end of this year. So I'm feeling really good about myself now. And yeah, I'm happy that that's out of the way. I ended up crying. I really didn't think I was gonna cry, but you know what? There is that part of me that you guys appreciate, I think, that I am real. But yes, I'm so happy. I feel so blessed. I'm so excited that I still have the few people that are watching me here to still share my story with and everything. I have a lot of videos that I have planned that I want to do. I want to continue doing mukbangs like I was doing before. I want to do more videos talking about my eye and the cancer and prosthetic that I had. I want to do more videos about positivity and loving yourself, etc. Like self-help videos, you know. So if you guys have any ideas of what you want me to post, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll make sure to get to a few of them. I love you guys. Thank you so much. and expect more from me, okay? Bye.